You're looking right at me.
Okay, I can hear you now.
Yay!
I was trying to figure out the sound.
Hi, friend.
Hello.
Oh, this makes me feel so good just seeing you.
You called me right mid-bite. That was great.
Oh, good, good. Hi, how are
Hello.
you?
Happy, good, stressed out, but it's all good.
Yeah, yeah. So I had the same kind of thing with Mary Coleman earlier this morning, and it was just great. It was really awesome to see. I'm going to see if I can get us to do your voice now.
How about that? Can you hear me now?
Okay, now I gotcha. Okay, cool.
Right.
So I want to know, first of all, what's happening, and second of all, what are some of the tools that you are using right now, because hopefully I'm recording this and hopefully it will save fine and we can post it. And I'm doing a little Yogis Talking Yoga series.
Yeah.
So what's shaking, Bacon?
I'm just trying to stay positive every day because the gym closed Monday and not really sure what's going to happen after that. My interview earlier had to be postponed because the person had some flooding issues in her basement from all the rain.
Yeah.
Went to a couple places. I went to Amazon yesterday, but I didn't take all my documents, so it didn't go. Wasn't able to complete it, but I don't think it's the thing that I want to do anyway. So
Yeah.
I think it was meant to be.
Yeah.
Sabrina and I, when the weather permits, we've been getting up every morning, going for a walk, which has actually been wonderful. Just that time we've had together. But then it's a lot of time together later, so we gotta at least start it on a positive note and get away from each other later. Because we ride to work together, but then we don't see each other for 7 hours. We have our own time, we have our own routine. And then when you cross those over, it's like it's chaos and it's stressful and it can really tax a relationship. If
Absolutely.
to have those tough conversations and deal with it.
Right. Right. I was just playing dolls with Harper, who has been begging me nonstop to play with her, and I was playing dolls, and and oh, look, there she is.
Hi, Harper.
I've got dog, I've got kid, life at home, and she was doing, I was getting to be the voice of the baby, and I was trying to teach the baby how mommy has a life outside of just being mommy.
Yep.
So
exactly.
all of that is stressful for sure. So one of the things that I wanted to, so two things. One is tools that are working for you, which we just kind of dipped a toe in there for you, but also I want to talk a little bit about unintended consequences of what's happening. And we've touched on that briefly already with the strain on relationships about suddenly, all sorts of closeness with our, with our family, but just things like, folks that, if you had a wedding scheduled, if unfortunately one of our dogs in the larger family, I told you, passed away last night, and not being able to gather to grieve around that. I can't even hug the woman that Foxy's been living with for the past 6 years since my mom died. So I can't even give her a hug to comfort her. And that's the third thing specific to you and I talking about is what do we do about touch when we have to be in this kind of social distancing, our work, Charles and I both do Thai yoga massage. Our work is touch, and we've talked so much about the importance of that. And then suddenly, 6 feet apart. What?
It's hard. It's rough. If you're used to, I don't know, I'll probably give at least 10 hugs a day to whatever number of people, and it's difficult. I haven't hugged any trees yet, but I plan on doing that when the weather permits.
They're a little
to feel
soggy
the
right
energy
now.
of something else. But yeah, Sabrina and I have been hugging more and spending more time together than we have, which has been great. Every day I always get up, I listen to the Bible, I listen to gospel music. It's all about changing the vibration. You can't stay in that low frequency and expect things to change. You got to do something that's going to change the smells around you, the sounds around you. So I play positive music, and we went on our walk the other day, and I was skipping across the street. She's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm skipping because I want to
Brightening
take
your
the
day and
vibration
many
in my
others,
body."
I'm sure.
Oh yeah, we're at the traffic light by the new Target here in New Albany, and I'm still looking like, look at that freak crossing. But I'm sure they were laughing at the same time. So I was good. I do that on a regular basis. I've been out and about, but nothing too crazy. Just getting essentials. I've gone to the gym a couple times because I've been going there for 15 years, and
Right.
that's my routine. And for me to just cut that off was hard. It was so
Yeah.
hard. So
Yeah.
what was that? Monday, gym's closed. I end up going back Tuesday. I was like, I just got to come back. I just
Yeah.
got to breathe. I got to be in my space. And
You got to be able to say goodbye to it at
walking in
least.
there,
Yeah. Yeah.
no one
Yeah.
was there. And I didn't go Wednesday. And I went yesterday. And the manager's not going back until we go back. So I'm
Yeah.
going to be finding some other things to occupy my time and give me some balance.
Yeah. Yeah. So, let's talk a little bit more about changing routine. That was one of the things that Mary Coleman and I were talking about this morning, is the fact that about having a new routine. She was saying, still getting up. You can, of course, have a little more leisurely morning than you might other mornings, but still getting up and not spending all day in your pajamas and actually brushing your hair and your teeth and getting yourself ready a little bit, which it seems blissful. But then by like a few days in, you're like, ugh.
Yes.
And so
Well,
do
I
the
had to
people
shower
living in
today
the
because
house with you.
I went and washed the car, and Sabrina's like, "Wow, you smell like the great outdoors." Okay, great. I need to shower. I needed to do that anyway. I'm going to go do it right now.
Yeah.
So yeah, I like the idea. You have to. I normally get up at 4:30. I've probably been getting up a little later than that, which honestly I love it. I haven't set up my alarm once, which is great. Just get up
Yeah.
when I get up, and I lay there for a little while, which I normally don't do, which has been awesome. It forces me to slow down. I know what two things I learned about myself is I am a creature of habit. I like my structure. I like being on a schedule, and I'm not quite as flexible as I thought I was. And I have to. I love having fun, but sometimes I could be too serious, and that's part of the deal. That I'm finding myself to be more lighthearted and not take things so serious, and just got to go with it and roll with it.
Yeah. Yeah. And now your own personal practice at home, talking about routine, what about your own personal practice at home? Do you have like a home gym that you're working on, or are you doing a yoga
No,
practice at home? What's
I
happening?
just do my yoga practice at home. I
Uh-huh.
don't really lift or do any of my personal training stuff. I have all the equipment. When
Yeah.
the weather breaks, if I'm still here, I'm going to go to the park. I just, I don't know. I like to have that separation of the intensity. I have, I have my mat here because I have a few people that come to my house for Thai yoga massage. But right now, it's just my space that I go down there. I'll sit, I'll breathe, I'll meditate, and I've been meditating to some people that I know. This rapper named RZA, who's in Wu Tang. I've been listening to him, and
Yeah.
that's been awesome. And just getting into that, and just reading all my yoga books that I hadn't been reading, and some other books that I wanted to read, and I cleaned out the garage and I got rid of stuff, and I made some cleaner out of, I love orange peels and peels. I just took them all and threw them in a jar and poured some white vinegar on it, and a couple weeks I'll have a cleanser.
Oh, that's
So,
awesome.
so
That's
you just gotta make the best of it. You gotta find time for yourself. If you feel like crying, cry.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you just can't dwell in it.
Yeah.
What is that song? Smile. I think it's Nat King Cole. Smile, even though your heart is breaking.
Oh, yeah.
Smile. Yes.
Yeah.
Even though you want to cry, cry. As long as it's not a cry that's going to break you down, it's a cry to release. Like, I made it through this, and I can do better. We're allowed to sit there, but we're not allowed to stay there. That's the way I
Uh-huh.
look at it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
What are you doing? How are you getting through all this?
Well, yesterday was the difficult day. Yesterday was the day that it kind of all came crashing in and down. And it was interesting because at the end of the day, when I got the notification that Foxy was fading quickly, I thought, I can't do this. Not after such a difficult day. I can't do this. But I did actually break the rules and go over, and we washed our hands, we disinfected everything, we didn't touch each other, we did all the things, and then I took her body. This is about an hour and a half before she died. I took her body, and I just laid her on top of me, and I just
Mm.
closed my eyes. I'm laying on my back, she's laying on top of me, and I just breathed with her and breathed with her. And it was interesting. I realized that what I thought was going to like totally break me, like I can't deal with the death of a dog. And of course, this dog has lots of tie-in to my mom. It was one of my mom's dogs, and bringing up all the things about my mom's death back. And it was actually that moment when finally all the anxiety dissolved, and all the fear just kind of left. And I thought, okay, no matter what is happening around me, I am loving this being that I'm with right now, and that's all I can do, and that's all that's being asked of me to do.
Mhm.
And so it was a unique moment of realizing that I'm trying to become a fourth grade teacher, trying to make a virtual business, trying to not worry about this, and concerns about my dad, and all these things. And then it just finally having that moment of, all that's being asked of you, Elizabeth, is to be with the one that you're with right now. And I think that
Yeah.
the more I surrender into that over and over again, with whatever it is, whether it's the fact that I'm recognizing that I don't have anything more to give right now, so I'm not going to push it and make things worse. That's one of the
Right.
things that Mary and I were talking about Yoga Sutras, and one of the Yoga Sutras is Hayam Dukam Anagatam, which means suffering that can be avoided should be avoided.
Yep.
So
Exactly.
I always laugh. I always think of that as like the yogic version of the Ten Commandments, when they're like, don't steal, like, period. Like,
Yeah.
be as clear as possible, like suffering that can be avoided should be avoided. And so when I find myself unable to be present for someone else, recognize I can't do it right now, and it's going to have to be okay. That me trying to reach further for something that I know I don't have to give is going to be worse. So
Yeah.
and then as it does, things change and move on, and you get an unexpected gift, and experiencing this passing of Foxy last night. It's just, it is a, hands off the wheel, like, all right, I got
Like
my
you.
practices, I got my connections, and we'll see where that goes.
Yep. Like, come on, take it. Take Jesus. Take the wheel. Here we
That's
go.
right. That's right. That's right. Well, cool.
So yeah, that's all we can do is keep the faith and stay positive, because it's testing our faith, and it's showing us and letting us see what's really important in your life. What do you want to spend time with? Who do you want to spend time with? And are you reaching out to those people? Are you simultaneously texting each other? Because those are the vibrations that you travel with. Bam, like we did this morning. And yeah, I've reached out to people I'll let them know, hey, I love you. I'm thinking about you. I hope you're doing well. And it's people I probably haven't done that to in a while, which I have time. So I'm just taking advantage of that and to see where it goes. I have an interview later at 4 o'clock. Not really probably a position that I want. I call it a Manny position,
Oh,
but I haven't interviewed. I haven't had a job in years. So it's part of the process of just being in front of someone. And if they say yes, great. If they say no, great. It's just, I
yeah.
have to get out and not, oh my God, what am I going to do? I've been a fitness professional all these years. I don't know. I'm a chameleon. I will adapt and overcome. I cried and I laugh and I dance and I pray and I sing and I sit still and then I move and then I get frantic and repeat, rinse,
Right.
wash, repeat, all of that.
Right. Cycle.
Um,
Cycle.
yeah, it is. It's a cycle, and you got to own it's a cycle, and you got to be comfortable in that cycle. You can't. just beat yourself up over because it's all bad energy. I don't spend a lot of time watching what's going on, what's the latest, what's going on, what's new, moving on. I'll look at
Yeah.
a couple things on social media. I haven't been engaging anyway because it doesn't give me any purpose. If I'm on there, I'm looking at anybody give me a response back that I need to reply back. Okay, they didn't. Let's go. Let's get off of this and let's find something positive. Let's go back to your reading, or even if I just stand at the door and stare out the window, I'm good with that. So just being comfortable in the space that you're at right now and loving yourself and loving those who are in your space. And when you don't feel that love for yourself or for them, back out.
Yeah.
Go walk around. Go walk down the street. You can change the circumstances around you. You don't have to stay in that dark space, and that's what I'm making sure I do.
Yeah.
Hopefully,
Yeah.
we can encourage those other people around you. I'm putting on
Yeah.
my toe separators right now in case you
Oh, I love it.
wonder.
That's awesome.
Yeah, see, that's part of my thing. Ooh, I need to start wearing these more often so my toes will actually work like they should, and that's
Yogi
what I
toes.
want to do.
Get some yogi toes going on for
Yeah,
sure.
exactly. I need some yogi toes so I don't end up with bunions or hammer toes and help correct my knees and my hips because our feet are our foundation. People, take care of your feet, move your toes, wiggle them, rub them down. We will eventually get into some Thai yoga treatment at some point in the
Yeah.
next week that you can do for ourselves. And I don't
Would
know if I'll be able
Sabrina
to get
let you
Sabrina
do a
on
video?
here. I wish I had a body I can actually just do some
I
Thai
know. I was
yoga
gonna say,
with.
do you think Sabrina would let you? No.
No,
Darn it.
if I could hide her face the entire time, maybe.
Love
But no,
her.
love that woman.
Oh, all right. Well, any other words of encouragement, sharing?
No, not that I can think of. Just stay positive. This too shall pass. It's a storm. Storms don't last forever. Heck, if I have to build an ark, I'll build an ark, and then we'll come in two by two, and we'll make it work. There's been a lot worse that's happened in life than what we're dealing with right now. I still have a roof over my head. I still have food. I still have my good health. I still have people I love that I'm connecting with, and that's all that really matters.
Yeah, and you're coming, but you're coming back again to what is it that I value? What is it truly that I value? And can I let all that other stuff happen and feel it? Like you said, you're cycling through it. You're not. We, for the majority of us, we're just going to be keep going and going and going like this. But recognizing that and recognizing, okay, I can let go of feeling like that circling that's happening is me, and I identifying less with that change and more with what I value is this connection. What I value is this love that I feel. What I value is this breath that I have in this particular moment.
Yeah. I know one thing. When this too shall pass, the next partner workshop, whoo, it is going to be out
On.
of control. The love and kindness that is going to be pouring out of there. We need to make sure the news is there and we share that with the world because it's going to be
Absolutely.
beautiful.
That's so good to see you.
Lovely to see you. Thank you, Elizabeth, for reaching out. I love you, sis.
Yeah, I love you too.